welcome to News to Astonish, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. Now, if you guys have been following my channel, you would know that James Gunn was recently fired from Walt Disney Studios, and they've completely severed their business ties with James Gunn altogether, all because of some mad tweets about rape and pedophilia that were made several years ago. Now, we're going to go ahead and discuss this because just today, the Guardians of the Galaxy cast members, Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, and Vin Diesel, and all the other ones have expressed their feelings about how they feel about his firing. And we have a statement here from the entire cast, and it says, "To our fans and friends, we fully support James Gunn. We were all shocked by his abrupt firing last week and have intentionally waited these 10 days to respond in order to think, pray, listen, and discuss. In that time, we've been encouraged by the outpouring of support from fans and members of the media who wish to see James reinstated as director of Volume 3, as well as discouraged by those so easily duped into believing that the many outlandish conspiracy theories surrounding him. Being in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies has been a great honor in each of our lives. We cannot let this moment pass without expressing our love, support, and gratitude for James. We are not here to defend his jokes of many years ago, but rather to share our experience having spent many years together on set making Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. The character he has shown in the wake of his firing is consistent with the man who he was every day on set, and his apology now and from years ago when first addressing these remarks, we believe is from the heart, a heart we all know, trust, and love. In casting each of us to help him tell a story of misfits who find redemption, he changed our lives forever. We believe the theme of redemption has never been more relevant than now. Each of us looks forward to working with our friend James again in the future. His story isn't over, not by a long shot. There is a little due process in the court of public opinion. James is likely not the last good person to be put on trial. Given the growing political divide in this country, it's safe to say instances like this will continue. Although we hope Americans from across the political spectrum can ease up on the character assassinations and stop weaponizing mob mentality. It is our hope that what has transpired can serve as an example for all of us to realize the enormous responsibility we have to ourselves and to each other regarding the use of our written words when we etch them in digital stone. That we as a society may learn from this experience and in future will think twice before we decide what we want to express. And in so learning, perhaps can harness his capability to help and heal instead of hurting each other. Thank you for taking the time to read our words, the Guardians of the Galaxy." So you see there's all the signatures here from all the actors that were in the movie. And this was a tweet by Zoe Saldana, who tweeted out the statement from the cast. And of course, we see here that James Gunn has made a statement apologizing to his co-workers and to the cast and to everyone who he has ever offended. And that statement can be looked at and read online if you want, or you can check out my last video where I talk about James Gunn's firing. So what can I gather from this? You can look at this at multiple parts of the spectrum. You could look at this from the positive light, and you can look at this at a negative light. There's multiple ways to look at this. Now, whether you want to forgive James Gunn about what he said or not is entirely up to you. Personally, I believe, and I hope I don't get a lot of flack for this, and if you do disagree, please do so by writing your comments down in the comment section below and I'll read it. Just do it respectfully and don't attack me, please. But I believe his words, yes, they are harsh and they were very disrespectful, and honestly, I do not condone any jokes about rape and pedophilia, as those are serious crimes and I just don't like it, and I don't think anybody else does. But at least it wasn't as harmful as someone actually committing the act of rape or pedophilia or sexual harassment or assault. It's not as bad as that. And I don't think it warrants someone's career to be ruined per se. But something as serious as, let's say, actual sexual assault, rape, pedophilia, or murder, of course, that justifies someone's career being over, basically. But I think people can seek redemption. And just like it was stated in the statement right here from the cast, James Gunn wrote a story about a bunch of misfits who find redemption, and he's changed the cast members' lives forever. And honestly, I agree when they say that we believe that the theme of redemption has never been more relevant than now. And I think it's completely warranted. Redemption is necessary. I think James Gunn can be redeemed. And we need to stop looking at James Gunn in particular as not the man that makes jokes, but the man who has talent in directing films and bringing light and humor and fun to his films. Stop weaponizing the mob mentality and stop doing this witch hunt crap, because it's really getting out of hand, especially in this era. Because I'll tell you this, the way Disney has made their movies in the past, if those movies were to come out these days, it wouldn't be appropriate and it wouldn't be tolerated, honestly. People would pick up their pitchforks and go after Disney themselves. Disney is a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate and they cannot have something like this on their hands. I think it's a little over the top. Yes, I know topics of pedophilia and rape are very serious, but I think with this apology that James Gunn has written does truly come from the heart, and he was very sincere about it. There's this sort of stigma going around in Hollywood for people who commit acts of rape, pedophilia, murder, or even make jokes or wisecracks about race and even sexual harassment and pedophilia and rape and murder. And I think people are taking advantage of their freedom of speech by saying what they have to say abruptly, and then companies like Walt Disney are jumping the gun completely quickly and just firing without thinking. And I know Disney doesn't want any of that dirt on them by associating themselves with James Gunn. And again, I don't condone these jokes, but at the same time, it's because of James Gunn that Disney has a successful movie on their hands, multiple successful movies on their hands. We should look at James Gunn as a talented man who brings a lot to the table, who's very creative, very funny, and very humorous. And that's it. Honestly, jokes like this cannot pass as something that's easy to sweep under the rug, but at the same time, it's not as serious as people are making it out to be. And like I said before, actors like Kevin Spacey, Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, and those people have committed criminal acts. And of course, that does warrant their careers being over. But jokes, they're not as serious. So I think James Gunn should get a second chance, and it's a perfect opportunity to seek redemption because it's more relevant than ever. And I do agree with the cast. Let's get James Gunn back on board to finish off with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Anyways, those are my thoughts, guys. Please let me know if you agree down below. And if you disagree, tell me why. And do so respectfully, please. Do not attack me. Thank you very much. And remember, guys, I do have my Spider-Man PS4 giveaway going on for Spider-Man. And the first winner will win a copy of the collector's edition of Spider-Man PS4 along with the prequel novels. The second winner will win a collector's box with all the good Spider-Man goodies inside. And of course, there will be a third bonus giveaway if I reach 700 subscribers by August 31st. I'm at 639 subscribers right now, guys. Please, I'd appreciate it if we can reach that 700 by the end of August. I think we'll even surpass 700 at this point, as I'm gaining like a couple subscribers every single day, and I've been watching you guys, and you guys are the best. Thank you for subscribing. I'm at 639 subscribers. It's really exciting. I can almost feel that 700 coming up, and pretty much soon I'm gonna be at 1,000. So anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next comic panel.